Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning, everyone. Welcome. Okay, as you know, we are back under MCO 3.0. Therefore, we are going to resume our Perlis online teaching brought to you by Perlis State Department of Education, #09educators, powered by SSTP JPN Perlis. Okay, before we move on, I would like all of you to fill in your attendance, okay? For Google Meet platform, you can check the chat box and then you can click on the link and simply log in and then fill in your details. And if you can scan the barcode there, you can scan the barcode. And then for YouTube, also in the chat column, you can open it up and then look for the link and then register yourself. We'll be right back after this snap ad commercial.
Mudahnya guna Snap. Saya dibagi homework, marking, semua dalam Snap je. Siap pada rekod dan analisis. Mudah saya nak pantau tugasan murid. Technical support pun ada kalau saya perlukan bantuan.
Based on my experience, Snap is the coolest app I've ever seen. We can play games while learning new things and even send our works with just a few clicks. In short, Snap makes my life easier.
Kelebihan menggunakan Snap: langganan percuma, integrasi dengan Google Classroom, rekod dan analisis pencapaian, perincian gamifikasi, program ganjaran, serta 50% pendapatan hasil iklan akan disalurkan kepada pihak sekolah. Anda berminat? Edry sedia membantu. Snap, bring your A game.
Okay, we are back. So like I said, there's the link over there, okay? So you can actually click on it and then fill in your registration for today. Okay, so let's move on. I would like to apologize. We had some technical issues, so we couldn't start right on time at 9 just now, but that's all right, okay? We'll still continue as usual. Okay, for English, CEFR SPM 2021, today we are going to look at paper 2, writing 1119/2. Only part 1, okay? I'm not going to go all 3 parts, just part 1 today. But before that, I would like to introduce myself first. Okay, my name is Mr. Muhammad SHAFIQ bin Abdul Aziz. I am from, I'm an English teacher, obviously, and I'm from SMK Mata Air Ngulang, Mata Air Perlis. My school, although it's not in the town area, but I hope you do know SMK Mata Air. Okay? So if you haven't realized, that's me. All right, just kidding. All right, let's move on. Okay, now, for paper 2, writing 1119/2, let's just look at, the overall parts of the paper first, okay? There are 3 parts, okay? We have part 1, part 2, and part 3. All right, so every question you have to answer with subjective responses to the questions, which means you have to write in paragraphs and not in short forms or point form, okay? You have to write as in sentences, make them into paragraphs. Okay, now, time allocation, you guys are given 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay, to answer all 3 parts. And then you will receive 20 marks for each part, okay? That makes it altogether 60 marks in total. All right, the writing skills that are needed here would be for you to apply, to analyze, to evaluate, and also to create. Welcome everyone who are on Google Meet platform. I see a lot of you are there. Good morning, everyone. Okay, now let's move on. All right, so like I said, we are going to focus on part 1, which is short communicative message, email, okay? Or maybe if you are tested on, what is that? The note, you're leaving just a note, not a message, it's fine. As long as it's short communicative message, that will also give you 20 marks here. Okay, it means a short response to an informal message of about 80 words, okay? So focus on the word informal message. Okay, this is when you send a message, it has to sound like you're talking to the person. Okay, it's like you're texting the person, but for the sake of answering a question, not the ones that you guys are using now with all the abbreviation and things that might not be very appropriate to write in an essay, in an exam, okay? Like the abbreviation BRB, OTP, WhatsApp, and all that, okay? So try to avoid that. Try to write as in you're writing an informal letter, but shorter, and then it feels closer to the person who's going to read the message that you are sending. Okay, so basically it means to reply an email, okay? You are given an email, so you will reply the email. All right, now let's move on. Question 1. We're going to look at question 1 first. Okay, part 1, you must answer this question, which means you have to. You cannot skip. You guys are not given 2 choices. You are only given this one question, and you have to answer this question. Okay, so the question 1, you received an email from your sister. She is coming home from her college soon. Okay, so this is the email. Let's read it together. Hi, Sandra. My semester break is starting soon, and I am coming home. Mom told me that there are a lot of new restaurants in town. Can you suggest 2 places and what's good about them? Let me know, will you? See you soon. Bye. Love, Maya. Okay, so over here, we can obviously understand that Maya, perhaps the older sister, is coming home soon, and then she sends Sandra, her little sister, an email because maybe through a phone call, she was told by their mother that there are a lot of new restaurants in town. So she wants to know what's good about these places. Okay, so that's what you have to do to answer. Okay, moving on. How to answer this question? Part 1. Okay, we need C, and then we need E, and then we need another E. All right, that makes it CEE. What do they stand for? Let's look at C. Content. E. Elaboration or your explanation. And then the other E is for example. Okay, if you have more than one, make it examples. No problem at all. As long as you have CEE, I can guarantee you can write any essay you want flawlessly. Okay? When it comes to the point, I'm not talking about grammatical errors and all that yet. I'm talking about you having ideas to write for essays. Okay? So, moving on. All right, so for question just now, you have to be able to suggest 2 places and what's good about the places, because she asked for 2 places, obviously, and then you have to suggest 2 places, and then you have to tell Maya what's good about them. Okay, so the first one, the C, content. Let's talk about name of the restaurant, okay? So we talk about the name of the restaurant, and then that will be your content. And then, for your elaboration, what the restaurant serves, okay? What are the special dishes at the restaurant, the special cuisines over there, the special menu, okay? That will be your elaboration for your C. And then for your E, perhaps name of the food, types of dining area. If you talk about the place that has more than one specific dining area, so you can talk about that as your examples, okay? Now, let's go to the first one, because she's asking for 2 places. Okay, I want to go with Hannah's Cookies as the first restaurant. Okay, that would be your C, remember, your content. And then your elaboration would be so many types of Western food. It's not Ramadan anymore. You can order through Foodpanda, or you can go pick it up because you can't dine in. We are now under movement control order, right? The MCO 3.0. Okay, now serve straight from the kitchen. This is true. A lot of restaurants are doing that. There are not vendor cafes. There are restaurants. So you sit, they cook for you, and then the food is served to you right hot from the kitchen. Okay. And then for the examples, maybe you name the food that you order over there, perhaps spaghetti, chicken chop, which is very famous, okay? And then perhaps you talk about the dining areas. It has air-conditioned room and also open air. Okay, what's the other restaurant? Let's see. Okay, we have Kang Som Der. I think this is new in Perlis. All right, it serves Thai cuisines, local dish. Okay, that will be your elaboration in your email later. Right, Kang Som, Tom Yum, that will be the examples. Nice interior, obviously, the decoration inside. Instagram-friendly background. This is actually what a lot of you are looking for if you go to any cafe, to any restaurant. You want to be able to take good pictures and upload to your social media platform. One of them would be Instagram. Is Instagram famous? I think it is, right? I need to have an account too. All right, now let's move on. Okay, let's write our email to Maya. Okay. Right, the question would be, now write an email to your sister in about 80 words. Write your answer below. Okay, you will have these boxes here in the question paper. Very familiar, right? You have been answering this type of question since Form 1. Since you guys are the first batch who are going to sit for CFR SPM this year. And then from Form 1, you have been trained to answer, to reply an email. So this is what email looks like. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of you have got your own email address, and you can actually use your own email address. But if you are answering on behalf of someone else, you can just come up with any email address that you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be the real email address. Okay, from here, Maya, the sister, I put Maya118@gmail.com. It might be a real email address, it might not. So don't take your chances by sending an email out to this person for the sake of study here, right? From cutesandra@yahoo.com. Okay, the subject would be what you want to say precisely. Okay, welcome home, sis, because her sister is coming home. Okay, let's look at the email. Hi, my lovely sister Maya. I'm so thrilled and tickled pink to know that you are returning home soon. Okay, do you mind if I stop in between, because I think I need to explain a few things, right? The first one is thrilled, and then the second one is tickled pink. I'm going to underline here. All right. When you are very, very excited, okay, you just can't wait. You anticipate for something. The feeling is like you just can't wait. Okay, you have to use these two expressions. You are thrilled and you are tickled pink. That might give you a merit when you use these in your essay. Okay, thrilled and tickled pink. Very, very excited to know that you are returning home soon. Anyway, what mom told you is true, okay? New and trendy restaurants are ubiquitous in Perlis now. That's another word that I want to focus on. Okay, ubiquitous. Pardon my line, I'm trying to make a straight line, but it doesn't look that straight. But I'm trying to underline the word. Okay, ubiquitous here means it's everywhere. It's present everywhere. You go out, you see it here and there, here and there. It's like after the rain, you would see mushrooms growing, right? So that is ubiquitous. That is also a merit word, and why not? If you have your notebook with you, write them down. The word thrill, the word tickled pink, the word ubiquitous. Okay, you can try this in your sentences once you write later. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to the second sentence there. Anyway, what mom told you is true. New and trendy restaurants are ubiquitous in Perlis now. Next. Okay, now comes our first CEE, content elaboration example. One of them is Hannah's Cookies. It serves mostly Western food and mouth-watering desserts such as cakes and macarons or macaroons, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, so mouth-watering is another adjective that you can use to describe food that makes you salivate. I know it's bad, but it is what it is, right? If you can't wait to eat because it's, especially if you're waiting to break your fast and then food is just right in front of you, the aroma tickles your nostrils, you just can't wait, so you salivate. Do you? I hope you don't. Okay, it has an exclusive air-conditioned room and also an open-air dining area. Complete. You answered the question, what she asked you, what's good about them, and then you also actually explain a little bit more about the place, okay? So fine, that would be your C1. Remember, this is short communicative messages. You do not have to write a lot. It asks you, the question asks you to write about 80 words only. So if you write about 80 to 100 to 110, it's still fine. I mean, because if you can write 80 words, there's not much that you can write. Do you agree? I hope you do. Because if I write, I cannot just finish in just 80 words. Okay, all right, now, moving on. The last part will be the second C. Another new restaurant in town is Kang Som Der. As someone who loves spicy food, this is the elaboration now, I think you will enjoy its main dish, which is savory fish Kang Som. Okay, I'm going to underline the word savory. Now, savory is obviously the opposite of sweet. Okay, if this thing is not sweet, maybe it's salty and sour, so it's savory. So basically, food like Kang Som, Tom Yum, and all that, they are all savory. Okay. The place has great interior, okay, the inside design too, and is very Instagram friendly. Okay, if you use Instagram friendly, it's fine. It's informal, but people understand that nowadays. And I think your grandmom, your granddad, some of them might even have their own Instagram account. So Instagram is not something which is not friendly to us. So it's known to the people all over the world, and then you can use this in your AC. It's fine. Okay. Right. So this is how you end your very short message. So come home quick, and we'll ask Dad to take us all of us out to these food heavens. Love, Sandra. Right, food heavens, okay? We use this actually to exaggerate, okay? Because it feels like heaven, because food is there, all the good stuffs are there, so obviously food heaven, okay? Love, Sandra. All right, now let's look at the part where we did or we did not answer the question. Did we answer the question thoroughly? Thoroughly here means from top to bottom, everything that the question asked you to. Did you manage to answer them thoroughly? Okay, first of all, we suggested 2 places, Hannah's Cookies and also Kensomder. Okay, we answered that question. And then we also told Maya what's good about them. Yeah, we talked about the food, the spaces in the restaurants, the open air, and then the air-conditioned room. And yes, we did. We answered the question thoroughly. Okay, so it's up to your English teachers to grade you and give marks to you. And then those spices, right? Those words that we used earlier that might help you get extra mark. Okay, all right. Are we good? Those on Google Meet platform, you can raise your hand if you're good. If you're following me, can you raise your hand? You know, there's a button over there. You can click raise hand. I need to see that you guys are following me, and it's fine. Okay, all right. Okay, those on YouTube, you can comment in the chat box. See if you do not understand. If I'm too fast, just let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit slower. Okay, right. Can we go with another question? Because this is short, we can write another one. I don't think it's a problem, right? This is good. Okay, question 2. Let's look at the question now. Again, part 1, you must answer this question. Okay, you are not given 2 options, you are not given 2 choices, only one, and then you have to, by hook or by crook. The question is, you received an email from your cousin. He is transferring to your school next month. So, what does he write to you? Let's read the email. Hi, Nathan. As you might have heard, I'm transferring to your school soon. I want you to share some information with me if you don't mind. What do we do in the evening after school? And what do we wear? Should I buy any specific t-shirt? Thanks in advance. Truly, Danny. Okay, all right. There are questions here that you have to answer. You have to answer Danny. He wants to know. First thing that he wants to know would be, in the evening, what do you do? Okay, after school. And then, what would be the attire, the outfit, the uniform that you need to put on for these activities in the evening? And then last but not least, he's asking you whether he should buy any specific t-shirt. Okay, thanks in advance. Okay, obviously because he's asking question first, and then he will need to wait for you to answer. So he cannot thank you after you give the answer. So we say thanks in advance, because obviously, we are going to thank the person if the person helps us. So we need to say thanks in advance. Right. Okay, how to answer? Again, remember CEE, okay? So with CEE, you have to write activities in the evening and the attire. Also, if you have any specific t-shirt that you want him to buy. All right, for content, you talk about the activities in the evenings, okay? And then for elaboration, mention on what day. And then perhaps you talk about the duration, from what time to what time. Last one, you talk about the example, all right? The activities, maybe they need to do sports or uniform body. Sadly, I'm very sad, and I think you guys are too. It has been the second year for all of us not being able to go on the field and do physical activities, sports and all that. Do you miss all that? Because I do. I do a lot. Okay, but let's just all pray that it will soon be over, and then Miss Rona, well, I would like to call coronavirus as Miss Rona, doesn't want to make it look too bad. Let's hope Miss Rona leaves Earth soon, okay? All right, now, with all this CE, what do we have? Okay, for C, let's talk about co-curricular activities and extra classes. That would be your content. And then for elaboration, you talk about the days, okay? Well, you tell your cousin it's not every day, only on Tuesday and Wednesday. The duration would be 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay? Next, the E, for example, sport house t-shirt and school PE shirt, physical education, okay? What if you write PJK t-shirt? Will that be accepted? It's fine. Yeah, you can just write PJK t-shirt, it's fine. If you don't know what PJK is in English is, it's actually PE, physical education. Okay, we ready to write another email to reply to Danny? Let's go. Okay, let's write our email to Danny. What is the question? Write an email to your cousin in about 80 words. Write your answer below. Always bear in mind about 80 words. Do not go beyond 200. Okay, I'd say from 80 to 120, 225 of about. Okay, if you stop on the dot 80, that is also fine, because the question says about 80 words. If you can get all the messages through in just 80 words, you're good. You're very, very good. And that is actually advisable. Okay, right, next. This is the email, the column part where you need to write these things. Okay, now to from subject. Just now we fill in with email addresses. This time around we also fill in with email addresses. But what if you just fill in their names? Would that be okay? Yes, sure, no problem. To, you put Danny. From, you put Nathan. And the subject, whatever the thing that you want to say to Nathan before you write your email, it's fine. Not a problem at all. You do not really have to think so much of, oh, I need to come up with an email address, which is, a fake one, so that it's not a real one. It takes time for you to think, so you don't have to. Just write their names, it's fine, okay? So the subject would be, welcome to Kayangan High School. This is something that I came up with. I don't think it's here in Perlis, okay, Kayangan High School. But it might be good if we have a school named Kayangan, right? SMK Kayangan, Kayangan High School. Just my 2 cents. Okay, now, let's go. Hello, Danny. What an awesome news I got from your mother over the phone last week. I'd be glad to help you settle down. Okay. Focus on the word settle down. Okay, when you are new to a place, you need to get to know the people around. You need to get to know the places around. Okay, you are actually settling down. Okay, you want to settle down. So Danny's cousin Nathan is going to help him do that, to settle down. Okay. I'd be glad to help you settle down. Well, tame the butterflies in your stomach and stop worrying. See? Butterflies in your stomach. Okay. A lot of you have heard the expression, right? Anyone from Google Meet platform want to share with me the meaning of butterflies in your stomach? Anyone? Come on. It's something that you do. Well, you talk, you use this expression. Any one of you would like to try? Well, if you don't want to talk, you can write it in the text, in the chat box. Also on YouTube, you can write your answer in the chat box. It's fine, no problem. Okay? All right, now let's just move on. Okay, tame the butterflies in your stomach. It means stop being so nervous. You know, some people, they get scared and they get nervous. So you are not going to do that. You are not going to be scared. You are not going to be nervous. Okay, you have to tame the butterflies in your stomach. And then stop worrying, because our school schedules activities for 2 days only, which are on Tuesday and Wednesday. So you have already answered the content part. Okay, let's look at how you put the explanation, the elaboration. Okay, the first one, which is an extra class. Okay, that would be your first elaboration, which is an extra class, is done on Tuesday evening from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So you mentioned the duration there. You don't put down 1 hour and 30 minutes. You put down the time from 4 to 5:30 p.m. That is fine. You have already mentioned the duration there. Okay, we can just wear our school uniform if we don't bring our school PE t-shirt to change into. Okay, one thing that I want to focus here is this. Remember earlier when I explained this is an informal message? This means you can use contraction. What is a contraction? Okay, see the word that I underlined? Don't. It comes from the word do not, right? So here you can use contraction don't. You don't have to write do not. It's fine. Okay? It makes it closer to the person reading this later. It makes it a little bit more informal. Doesn't look bookish. I love the word bookish. It's like, it's not really like you reading a book. Okay? Right. Wear our school uniform. We don't bring our school PE t-shirt to change into. On Wednesday, we have co-curricular activities such as uniform body, sports, and societies. Done. With your elaboration, with your examples. As easy as that. This is your extra info you put in. For this, we must wear sports house t-shirt, and you can buy them from our co-op. Don't worry. I'll buy them for you then, easier. You're the cousin, right? You might want to buy these t-shirts for Danny. Well, if you have extra cash for free as a present that he's coming to your school, well, if you want him to pay you, then ask him to pay you. It's fine. Okay, don't worry, I'll buy them for you then, easier. Looking forward to seeing you in school. Until then, cousin. Okay, since it's here, let me just recap to those who have already learned this, to those who haven't, to those who are wondering why, look over here, to, and then seeing. Why? Okay, because you have been taught, you have been trained. After to, infinitive to, if you use a verb, it should be in root word, in base form. So it should actually be to see, but here it's to seeing. Well, I do not want to go and explain a lot, but I want you to remember, if you use looking forward to, okay? Obviously, when you write email, when you write a letter, when you just cannot wait, you anticipate, you look forward to. There is the term, look forward to. So here, looking forward to seeing. That is how it goes. Not looking forward to see, looking forward to receiving, looking forward to meet. No. Okay, it should be looking forward to seeing, looking forward to meeting, looking forward to receiving. ing. That should be clear. Okay, so do not make the same mistake again. All right. Until then, cousin Nathan. Right. We have written 2 short communicative messages today. Do you think it's easy? It should be. You have been writing this for 5 years. If you are Form 5 watching me, you have been writing this for 5 years. If you are Form 4, you've been trained since Form 1. Okay? Even if you are Form 2 or Form 1 watching me now, I'm pretty sure that you have written an email before. So this is how you write an email in part 1. Okay? How to make sure that you can write in about 80 words, 200 words. Right, but did we answer the question thoroughly? Did we answer the question thoroughly? We talked about the activities in the evening. Remember, we talked about the uniform body. We talked about the extra class. So yes, we did answer the content part. And then also when he asked, what do we wear? You told him PE t-shirt, school uniform. You did mention all this. And then he also asked you what to buy. Okay, is there any specific t-shirt that he needs to buy? So you mentioned for co-curricular activities, he needs to wear the school sport house t-shirt. And where to get them? From the co-op. Okay, you also mentioned that in your email. Okay, so did we? Yes, we did. We answered another question. So it's QED. Question easily done. I think it should be. Okay, so what if you give it a shot? What if you guys try? Would that be okay? I think it will be okay. I'm going to give you a question, okay, a very short question, this part 1, and then you write, you give it to your class, your English teacher at your school, and they will help grade and give you marks, okay? Out of 20 marks, let's see what you get. Remember, I did not really stress on a grammatical part today because I want you to feel free to write first. Get the idea on how to write, what to write. When you are ready, when you are confident when you write, then you can work on your grammar parts, okay? How to make sure that your sentences are always grammatical, okay, the tenses and all that, because obviously if you use English language, there's no way you can run away from these things because, well, it's just the integral part of the language. By hook or by crook, you can't just, use English the way you want it. If you were talking about things in the past, you need to use past tense. If you are actually telling people about facts, use present tense, the simple present tense, okay? So all these things your teacher have taught you, you just have to be able to apply them, okay? All right, let's look at the question. Okay, this would be the enrichment exercise, the question. Okay, you received an email from your friend. She wants your advice on what to buy for her sister's birthday. Hi, Amelia. My sister's birthday is just around the corner. Just around the corner means coming soon. Maybe this weekend, next week, so just around the corner. I still can't make up my mind on what to buy for her. I'm actually thinking of getting her a novel or a dress. What do you think I should go for? Please share your 2 cents with me. Thanks. Okay, 2 cents here means your opinion. She's asking for your opinion. Okay, so remember, use CEE, content, elaboration, example, and then go ahead and write your email to Annie. Once you are done, okay, question there, write an email to your friend in about 80 words, send your answer to your English teacher to be graded. Make sure you give this a shot because why not? It helps you. And then when you do exercises, you get better. As the idiom suggests, practice makes perfect. Right? Okay, with that, I think we have come to the end of our session. It's almost 9:50. And I don't see anyone asking any question there. I hope you thoroughly got everything that we discussed today. And then if you still have questions, you can ask your English teachers. All right? With that, thank you for joining me today. Conquer your fear and strive for the best. I'll see you soon. This is Mr. SHAFIQ from SMK Mata Air, signing off. Bye-bye.
Bring your A game.
Dunia pendidikan sudah berubah. Semuanya sudah berbeza. Kita tidak lagi boleh gunakan cara lama. SNAP adalah merupakan satu game changer. Pengajaran dan pembelajaran akan menjadi lebih menarik.
Setakat ini, SNAP telah diperkenalkan di Sekolah Tuanku Abdul Rahman Ipoh, Kolej Yayasan Saad Melaka, Sekolah Menengah Sains Tapa dan sekolah-sekolah di negeri Perlis. Analisis penggunaan menunjukkan peningkatan dalam peratusan murid menghantar tugasan sebanyak 76%. Tinjauan kami juga mendapati 80% guru dan murid bersetuju bahawa proses pengurusan tugasan sekolah menjadi lebih mudah dengan SNAP.
Mudahnya guna SNAP. Saya boleh bagi homework, marking, semua dalam SNAP je. Siap pada rekod dan analisis. Mudah saya nak pantau tugasan murid. Technical support pun ada kalau saya perlukan bantuan.
Based on my experience, Snap is the coolest app I've ever seen. We can play games while learning new things and even send our works with just a few clicks. In short, Snap makes my life easier.
Kelebihan menggunakan SNAP: langganan percuma, integrasi dengan Google Classroom, rekod dan analisis pencapaian, perincian gamifikasi, program ganjaran, serta 50% pendapatan hasil iklan akan disalurkan kepada pihak sekolah. Anda berminat? Edri sedia membantu. Snap, bring your A game.